Wow. Man, I'm sort of at a loss for words. Just wow. Your man John Schneider continues to be a sniper, continues to masterclass these fools of really an exercise in patience. My mother once told me back in the day, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Now, she also told me that desperate times calls for desperate measures too, so I had to learn how to balance that out growing up. John Schneider already knows what to do. He's mastered that, in my opinion, there. This man has gone out and traded for my guy, Yosemite Sam Howell, right? If anybody watch this channel here, y'all know that I've been a big fan of Yosemite Sam Howell ever since when I used to live back in the South. And I got a chance to be around this cat in all-star games, obviously his regular high school games, and in the 7-on-7 tournament, right? Goose is a straight-up leader, like a silent assassin type kid. People gravitate to the guy, right? Yosemite Sam Howell. So I dubbed him that, right? I remember doing something on Yosemite Sam. I'll put it up here on the screen. In September of 2020, I just knew when he came back, I think that was his sophomore year, something like that, he was going to destroy it. I thought North Carolina was going to have a really good team. And yeah, he always doing his thing, but I don't think North Carolina did a damn thing that year. So, but Yosemite Sam, man, wow. So, obviously, I just talked about the quarterbacks in this draft. I just did the thing on J.J. McCarthy where I was saying buyer beware. Was not a big fan of J.J. McCarthy being the number 16 overall pick. I feel like he will be a reach at the 16th pick. I feel like normally a cat like that, with what they did for him in college and the fact that he doesn't really have any standout traits to me, usually a second round pick type guy. But I feel like people are very desperate for quarterback play in the NFL that they will reach on a guy like that. So I was thinking like, man, people trying to put two and two together, right? Everybody always thinks they're an expert. Oh, Mike McDonald, he knew J.J. McCarthy from Michigan and everything. They have a special bond, right? Right? Or Grubbs has a special bond with Michael Penix. Or Bo Nix and stuff like that. Like, you just don't know what these people are thinking, man. How many times do I have to tell you people that? Stop acting like you're some type of GM. You don't work for any of these NFL teams. You're just a fan. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show that these guys put on, because your man Schneider right here, to me, has usurped all those cats. If you were putting a draft out if in this particular draft, 2024 draft, and you had Sam Howell right there after the first two cats who do have elite traits, and Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, in my opinion, and even a cat that has an elite trait like Drake May with his size, his arm, him being a plus athlete there, those three guys, undoubtedly top 10 picks, the first two top 5 picks, if not top 1-2 picks. After that, J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix, Bo Nix, Spencer Rattler, all these guys like that, except for Joe Milton, right? Joe Milton has elite traits as far as size and an arm goes, but he does not have the production. He didn't play or overly play well. So he's a project kind of guy to me. Bo Nix, Michael Penix, not project guys, but guys who could learn, to me, stand to learn for a year or two before they play in the NFL. Despite the fact that they're both fifth-year guys, they don't have standout traits. To me, it would be a reach for those guys in the first round. So if you don't have a second-round pick, a guy like Yosemite Sam Howell, easily as good as those guys to me, or easily as talented as those guys, you go and rack him up. I don't know the compensation, right? I'm really kind of just finding out about this, right, from people on the channel coming in talking about it. So I forget, it's a 5th round pick they had to give up or something like that, right? If you got him for a 5th, or even if you got him for a 3rd round pick, to me it would be worth it. That's because you know what you have with Sam Howell, and you know he has some things to work on. This is what I fear, though. Actually, I don't fear, because I actually don't give a flip, right? It is what it is, right? People are going to be people. People want to move on from Geno Smith. They will see someone like Sam Howell, right, be super excited about Yosemite Sam, despite the fact that they just saw this guy throw 21 interceptions, 21 touchdowns. So People were mad at Geno Smith. He missed a couple of games, threw 20 touchdowns, and was and all this and that. He threw one more touchdown. He threw like a billion passes, right? And I said it before. Washington loaded. There aren't too many teams you would take with the personnel above Seattle as far as the offense goes. Washington is one I would take above Seattle. Washington to me, top 3, top 5 talent on offense. Curtis Samuel, right? First of all, you know what I'm saying? Jahan Dotson as well, right? These are 2 route-running athletic fools, straight up, right? Top that off with Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry McLaurin, one of the best wide receivers nobody knows about. A 4-3 cat, runs some of the best routes, has some of the best hands. He's just uncoverable. He destroys Darius Slay twice a year. Darius Slay cannot handle that man. Add in Logan Thomas at the tight end. You got a guy like Antonio Gibson, right? 6'2", 225 pounds, running a 4-3, a former wide receiver. He could catch the ball out of the back. He could do all kinds of stuff, right? Pair him with Brian Robinson, B-Rob. They are loaded. He still threw 21 interceptions. So he has some stuff to work on. You can't blame it on the talent or anything that you will try to make excuses for it, but it is what it is on that front. He could stand to sit behind Geno Smith for a year and then go from there, right, to really make sure, because, you know what I'm saying, if he follows that up and does something like that again next year, it's probably a wrap for him. So make sure that he's the best getting groomed behind a veteran like Geno Smith, somebody who's a little more risk averse. There you go. Because you can't say that Yosemite Sam Howell has better traits than Geno Smith. He may have some of the similar traits, but he's not more athletic. He's not bigger. He doesn't have a bigger arm, none of that. So he can stand to learn from somebody like Geno Smith, but you know how the fans are. Fans see something shiny and new. Just like sorry-ass Jag Drew Lock, they wanted him to play. There's no doubt about it. They will still want Yosemite Sam to play, and it's all good. It is what it is on that front there. But for the future, if you were going to draft J.J. McCarthy and all these guys at the 16th pick, coming up with a Yosemite Sam is genius. Absolutely genius, because he's every bit as good and talented as those guys, and he's not that old. I would have to think he's probably 23, 24 years old. So there you go right there. Matter of fact, check this out right here. Sam Howell has all the tools. He just has to be more consistent about it. Sam Howell will stare down his primary like you wouldn't believe. But there are times when he goes through and changes through his progressions, like this one right here. You can see the Eagles right here. What are they coming out? Looks like cover 6 right here, right? With a A-gap bluff, right, and getting depth at the second level. You can see him originally looking towards Logan Thomas here. And Jahan Dotson as well. He wanted to go there, but that's taken away underneath. You got your boy Scary Terry right here on a corner route. He does change through his progression on this one right here. Sits in the pocket, has enough time, comes through, and Jakob. Come on, man. He can consistently get through. Good stuff from your boy right there. All right, working off this rocket motion right here. You see Sam on the pull. Yosemite Sam holding the safety back there for a little bit, immediately turns to where he wants to go. Looks like he wants to work backside here to Logan Thomas. He knows it's going to be one-on-one with the outside leverage given up by safety Reed Blankenship right here. So he works it to the post, held that safety good enough to where he tries to throw this to the post. Just so happens he puts some really, really good zip on it, puts it up for Logan Thomas to get up for the downstroke, and he gets it there over Blankenship. And before my boy Terrell Edmonds, who ended up getting cut, I think after this game, right, could get over there. Well, he got traded after this game. So it was a pretty good play by him as well. Listen, I said it before, when they played the Seahawks, the Washington Commanders, that man was torching Philly, right? It was a shootout both games, right? Obviously, Philly's defense sucked. Washington's defense sucked, but he was doing the damn thing. They were putting in the air, and he was giving people a show. There's no doubt about that. I love this concept right here. You'll get pretty much a post route by Logan Thomas as the spear here in this tri-set, right? Coming out of this trips, Logan Thomas will be running that post. You'll get De'Ami Brown here. He'll be running kind of almost like a cell route, right? A corner route, however you want to determine that right there. Getting to the outside. Jahan Dotson here on a whip route. So he can whip that bad boy to the outside here. Sam Howell does a good job of not immediately going to it. All right, now he looks. Got my boy Haas Reddick right here. Temple's own Haas Reddick, South Jersey stand up. He's on that ass right there, but it's all good. He's able to stay calm in the pocket, read the coverage. See, right? Read that inside out coverage right there and see that Dyami Brown was going to be coming clear, which was pretty much standard for Philadelphia Eagles defense in the second half of the season right there, but ended up getting to Dyami Brown. I forgot about Dyami Brown. So another 4-3 speedster type cat right there in Dyami Brown. Them boys is loaded with those type of receivers there. Then on the other hand, similar deal. Looks like Philly's running cover 6 right here. He does a really good job of detaching. We'll actually let this run. Let's go back right here. All right, so chaining through his progressions right here. You can see where he wants to go. The zone right here, besides the fact that Brandon Graham, right, kind of a breach, but he does a good job of just stepping up in the pocket on this one right here, buying himself some time. There's really nowhere to go right here. This was good defense by Philly initially, but he has the ability to extend some plays. You see him, he wants to get to the outside right here. Now, Sam Howell, decent athlete. Right? Nothing to phone home about there, but he is willing. Like he's one of these, like Baker Mayfield. He's willing to try to extend plays, so that makes him dangerous in that front right there. Yosemite Sam, gunslinging right there, gets the ball to Antonio Gibson. I like that for sure. Similar deal, getting jiggy with it though, right? Yosemite Sam kind of slippery in the pocket. You see him on the pool, really know where to go with this. You got Jalen Carter, right? Got a man on rollerblades while being on ice, right? He's ice hockey rollerblading. And, yeah, but look at that. Man's able to get out of a sack there and then detach, outrun Josh Sweat to the corner. Yeah, outrun Josh. Almost gets himself a first down there. I think he may have gotten a first down right there, but he can be slippery. He does have a little bit of athleticism to him, so that's always a plus right there. Gunslinger's mentality, a lively arm there. So a lot to like about your boy Yosemite Sam Howell. You know what? I'm going to wrap right there. I was going to go through some of the stuff that Yosemite Sam has to work on. I'll do that one on another joint, right? You guys are feeling good, I'm pretty sure, out there about Yosemite Sam. So we'll make another content item out of that. Like I said before, man, he has a ton of tools to work with. Very solid all-around type cat. No super standout trait, but it's definitely somebody who can be a plus starter in the NFL and playing with a great organization like the Seattle Seahawks, working with Coach McDonald, working with Coach Grubb. So definitely want to see that there, but it is what it is. I know some of you people are super ecstatic. You can taste the end of the rainbow, right? I'll pause that, right? You can see Geno Smith with one foot out the door, right, with Yosemite Sam in town and all that. So it is what it is on that front, man. I'm tired of all that. I cannot wait for that to be a thing of the past, and you can just cover football for what it's worth. I want to talk about real football shit, man. I'm tired of talking about quarterbacks, all right? So let me know what you think about your boy Yosemite Sam Howell, man. Yosemite Sam and John Schneider, them messing up my night, though, baby. I was going to head out to see the Philly Flyers, man. Take in some hockey tonight with the wife, but duty calls, man. So you got to serve that hibachi when the people want it, man. So serving that hibachi, baby. Make sure you tip your waiter, though, when I be serving that hibachi, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be one of them dudes, all right? But listen, your boy Jersey Murf, as always, man. Thanks to everybody out there for support. Let me know what you think about your boy Yosemite Sam. I'll kick back, watch some hockey, watch some Atlantic 10 and Big East basketball, right? Chat with you boys. All right, let me know, man. Salute.
Top Billin. Uptown Murf.
Top Billin.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.